Alright, so you're telling me that Dreamhost shared web hosting plans run on par with some of the fastest web hosting providers available, include a free domain name, and start at $2.95 a month or only $35 for a year? I mean, I get it, there are some issues on paper, like their data centers being in the United States, making it a worse choice for Europeans, which usually means budget hosting, and the fact that they don't seem to be using Lightspeed servers, which on average are around 6 times faster than Apache, and they keep Nginx servers locked behind the paywall, making them available for Dreampress users only. But hear me out. I've been testing these cheap plans out, and they look to be a very complete package for the amount you're paying. Theoretically, Dreamhost offers 3 types of hosting: shared, Dreampress, and VPS. However, their VPS are just bad value. You pay $14 a month for just 1 GB of RAM. You can get more from Hetzner or Contabo for under $5, so stay away from that. And as for Dreampress, I also feel it's grossly overpriced at $17 a month, not offering any additional superior technological advancements besides the upgrade to Nginx. But if you're looking for the best, why even bother with this middle-of-the-road solution? Go straight to providers that offer Lightspeed, especially if you're spending more than $10 a month on hosting. So practically, you should be choosing from their shared starter or shared unlimited plans that are under $4 a month. Because at the core, this is what Dreamhost is, a budget option. And a very good budget option at that. I only found 2 other providers that currently offer a lower price: Interserver for $2.50 and Namecheap for around $2. And while Interserver is cheaper and faster than Dreamhost, it's god-awful to navigate and use. It's just frustrating. Namecheap, on the other hand, is just cheap because it's absolutely terrible in every other way. And Dreamhost pulls ahead by offering the budget trifecta: cheap, fast enough, and easy to use. The only other provider that comes to mind that also perfects this trifecta is Hostinger. However, I believe that Dreamhost pulls ahead even here, because the fact that you can spend $35 and you'll be getting a domain name, privacy protection for that domain, email hosting, and server hosting, that's absolutely everything you need for a professional website right out of the box, right here and now. And it even comes with live chat and ticket support if you get stuck. Honestly, that's a very low price considering everything you're getting. But there is a catch, and I'll talk about that catch later in the video. I've actually purchased both starter and unlimited plans, then created 2 identical websites just to test them head to head. And here are the results. Yeah, they're pretty much identical. The only real difference between them is the fact that you do get email built in with the unlimited plan, and I'll talk about that a bit later in the video. And you do get to host more than 1 website with the unlimited plan as well, but I don't recommend you do this because these plans aren't like really unlimited. Realistically, you only get enough resources to properly utilize 1 medium-sized or 2 to 3 really small projects. You always have to keep in mind the fact that at the end of the day, with any shared web hosting provider, you're buying a bus ticket, and the comfort of your ride will depend on how many people ride together with you and how they're behaving on the bus. As Dreamhost share plans put thousands of users onto a single server where everyone gets a small share of the available resources to keep their websites running. However, Dreamhost does care about customers, and there are reports that some of the older Dreamhost servers, dating with hardware all the way back to 2010, have been upgraded with modern AMD EPYC 7702P CPUs from 2019, offering around 3 to 5 times faster servers to already existing or new customers that just happen to stumble upon that server on purchase. And that's good. That's exactly what you want from your web hosting provider. Hardware updates on a regular basis, not just more features that you have to pay for. That's why I value Dreamhost very highly as the cheap web hosting provider. They don't skimp on the upgrades, both on the software and the hardware side. Now, as for the email, the unlimited plan will allow you to create professional business email addresses using your website name, then receive or send emails using that address. They'll all land in a special inbox provided by Dreamhost that you can access from your mobile phone, computer, tablet, or realistically any device. If you go for the starter plan, you don't get this email functionality and you have to pay an additional $1.70 per month. So, calculating the cost difference, the unlimited plan is worth it alone just because it gives you the emails included and everything else is pretty much the same. Overall, the process for you to go from zero to a website that looks like this is around 20 to 30 minutes. That's definitely not bad. Most of this time is just spent watching loading bars because Dreamhost automates pretty much everything that can be automated, so you wouldn't need to do it. And as I've shown before, the loading time for a website like this, 1.7 seconds, which isn't bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is not the fastest loading speed I've seen in my entire life, but it also doesn't claim to be. I mean, this was pretty much all automated. I didn't put in any work into this website, and for a 20-minute job for $30 a year, the 1.7 seconds is more than good enough. It's actually excellent. But not everything about Dreamhost is excellent. The worst parts about using Dreamhost, well, basically, if you want to use it for absolutely anything else other than WordPress, don't bother. They'll probably just ban your account for suspicious activity, even if you try to run a simple Node.js script. Additionally, of course, there is a catch with the price. After your first term of the hosting is done, the price does increase quite substantially, to the point where I don't actually recommend you continue to pay for the service anymore because it gets so ludicrously expensive. The starter plan goes to $7.99 a month after renewal, and the unlimited plan goes to $12.99. I mean, wow! You go from $35 a year to $155 a year for the same exact product. This just goes to show what a good deal for $35 this is. You're basically getting $100 worth of product with a 70% discount. However, I do strongly recommend you only use these plans for the 1 or 3 year periods you initially bought them for, and then do a free website transfer to another plan on Dreamhost, or just a completely different web hosting provider altogether. Since you will most likely have a WordPress website, it's very easy to package all of the files and simply transfer them to another plan or another provider altogether. But as it stands currently, 3 years is still a long time. Even 1 year is long for most projects. Dreamhost is reasonably fast, they're extremely stable. I've been testing the stability of Dreamhost since April 2023, so it has been 12 months right now, and on average, you can see that either 100% uptime, meaning my website simply doesn't go down during that month, or it has a couple of minutes of downtime here and there. Definitely no major hour-long or even day-long downtimes that I've experienced during this whole year, and Dreamhost is cheap. You wouldn't expect this from a cheap provider, but that's why I like them as a budget option. You don't always have to sacrifice these crucial things like performance or stability if you just want a simple project that's not gonna cost you a ton of money. Usually when I need a budget option, I just go with Hostinger because they're easier to use and I find them to be a little bit more convenient, but it's not such a clear case anymore. Hostinger has recently increased their prices, making it not such a cheap option anymore. So Dreamhost clearly has an advantage in the budget department, and I wouldn't sleep on it. It's definitely a good choice for anyone that's looking to get a good value for the money that they're spending, and you can find more reviews on my channel. I wish you good luck with your websites, and I'll see you in the next video.